Okay, so like I said, I am not a professional YouTube star, and forgive me, I'm actually running two other Free League games right now, so I got the rules mixed up when I was explaining this one here, and I haven't ran this for over a year. So I wanted to do a quick correction on how the dice work and how the stress mechanic works, so I'm not giving you guys the wrong idea. So the way the game works is, as much like I said before, you would have a stat, like let's say your ranged combat, or excuse me, your agility is like 3. And then you have maybe a skill, a ranged combat skill of 2 that you would add to it. So you'd add 2 of these black dice here, these non-stress dice. And then let's say you're using the pistol, which would add 1 as well. Now throughout the game, you gain stress. It's a fear mechanic. It's really cool how it works, but you'd gain stress from things like being exposed to stressful events, being placed in a fearful situation, discovering a dead body, having a chest burster pop out of the guy right next to you and everything. So your character will have a stress stat, which will fluctuate throughout the game. You can get rid of stress by doing things like relaxing in quiet. A lot of characters will have a personal item that they can go ahead and spend time with. It might be a crucifix. It might be you know, like a picture of a loved one, something like that. So that helps reduce your stress. Stress is kind of a double-edged sword, much like I said in the original video, where the more stress that you have, the more dice you get to roll. So if your stress is only 1, you're only going to add 1 die to that roll. But if your stress is, say, 4, you're going to be adding 3 extra dice. You'll be able to roll more dice, but there is a chance that you can roll one of these stress ones here, and then you have to roll on the panic table, and that's when horrible things start to happen. So stress management is, I like this mechanic in the sense that the more stressed out your character is, the more the fight or flight kind of feeling kicks in. However, if you get too much stress, you're going to panic and you're going to freak out, and then much like I had said before, you'll have to roll on that awful panic table, and that's when sometimes the panic can be anything from, well, he shrugs it off, to your character stands there screaming, causing stress to other people. And the vivid picture of that, of just someone losing it and just standing there screaming as this maelstrom of violence is going on around him. I really like that mechanic. So anyway, I hope this clears it up. I apologize. Like I said, I am currently running 2 other Free League games which use a very similar system to this, and I got confused when I was sitting down to talk about this. So anyway, hope that clears it up. Sorry for the confusion, and thanks again for tuning into the most non-professional and boring internet channel on the internet.